Hey, what's up everyone? This is Dave Clayman and I'm joined by Charles Onyet.
What's going on?
And today we're doing a rewind theater of the Ballad of Gay Tony, downloadable content for Grand Theft Auto 4, available October 29th for 1,600 Microsoft points. Let's get right into it. The main character is Luis Lopez, a nightclub assistant, and if you stop the trailer right here, you can see him in the background there. Well, not the guy in the foreground, the guy in the background. And he is sort of the nightclub assistant to Gay Tony, who is the guy in the title.
Who is coming up here in a little bit, I believe. But first, dance sequences.
Dance sequences, and here is Tony.
Yeah.
So you don't play as him, as many people have speculated. You actually play as Luis. So, and Tony is the one who actually owns the nightclubs. So dance sequences, Charles, I don't know, do you think that's an indication that there's going to be dancing in this game?
Well,
it could be.
In this trailer, in the entirety of it, there's sort of a lot of dancing in it. So, you know, there have been mini games in like San Andreas, for instance, like little sort of rhythm-based mini games. So maybe you can get out on the dance floor and do some stuff.
Right. Let's go back a little bit before. Let's go back a little bit to what we saw just now. Was we were mentioning dance rhythm games, but they also showed people playing some instruments. So if rhythm games are a part of this, who knows? There could also be maybe some guitar-based rhythm games. And we saw they're in a club, and we see a DJ in this as well. So rhythm games all over the place? I don't know. San Andreas was very heavy on the mini games. This might bring some of those into it.
Yeah, and this looks like it's a new weapon here. It looks like some sort of auto shotgun that Luis is destroying something with.
Yeah.
He's certainly wreaking some vengeance upon some officers.
And to go back again, just after the auto shotgun, we saw a helicopter that looks like it has missiles and machine guns on it. Now we know from the Game Crazy event where Grand Theft Auto 4 Ballad of Gay Tony was playable that there is definitely an auto rifle, a turret machine gun, some charges that he can lay, and new choppers with RPG and guns. So we knew that, but now we're getting to see him.
Yeah, that looks like a pretty nice chopper. Also,
you lose
that guy lost his pants. But yeah, I mean, here you can clearly see the destruction that the chopper is capable of as it just completely blows everything up on the street.
Right.
Which is pretty cool.
And then let it play a little bit, and we're going to see Luis get into...
spinning back fist.
Spinning back fist. So many people forget that, you know, there is hand-to-hand combat in Grand Theft Auto 4. You just didn't end up using it that much later in the game.
Bop.
But is there some new type of combat in this game? It looks like there is, unless this is all cutscene, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, this looks like it could totally be something like that you get into, and it's just sort of a diversion, like maybe darts, but a little more intense, maybe a little more involved than darts.
Right.
Like, that seems like something you could totally do and do, like, round-based, like, you know, hey, now I fight harder and harder guys or something like that.
And golf carts. Awesome. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. We said there were new choppers, right? So now we have a chopper picking up an entire train. So we saw the chopper with the RPG, but this is like a cargo chopper, and you look to be hanging onto the back of it right there. So the ability to pick up entire vehicles is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and also apparently hang on to them as they're flying through the air, which I guess will come in pretty useful considering some of the new stuff you can do in the game, which we'll see in a little bit.
And the most important part, base jumping.
You'll notice he's jumping out of a helicopter.
Yes, so...
with backpack.
I guess this isn't base jumping, that's just straight up parachuting. But this right here looks like base jumping coming down from the top of a tower, which looks pretty excellent.
Yeah.
And they get into that towards the end of the trailer a little bit more. They show the parachute open there and you're flying over the city, which is very, very cool.
Yeah, just like in San Andreas, I remember base jumping off mountains in that game quite a bit. So that'll be a lot of fun. And if you, I don't know, can't hang on to trains as they're in the air, then obviously you'll need a parachute for that as well.
Right. So, I mean, just to go back a little bit, if we want to, they showed Gay Tony a little bit more there. We do know from the release date announcement, and the news has been put out, that you are a nightclub assistant, you work for him, and from this trailer, it looks like he's made a deal with some bad people, and you're trying to help this guy who has the hottest gay and the hottest straight nightclub in the city.
Quite the combo.
Quite the combo, and nightclubs are new to the game as well, so that's actually one of the bigger additions. You'll be going into nightclubs just straight off, which is, I guess, kind of obvious from the dancing scenes.
Yeah, and also on this frame here, you'll notice the guy on the left looks pretty familiar, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Just the silhouette.
So it looks like Nico is appearing in this game. That looked like the back of his head, so he will make an appearance in some capacity.
So that's what we got so far in the Ballad of Gay Tony, which is the second round of downloadable content for Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto 4. Look for it October 29th for 1,600 Microsoft points. For more information, head over to IGN.com.